Have you ever played a game that was so good you stopped doing all the important things in life like work, school, or your hobbies just to focus on it every waking hour that you could? This happened to me with The Finals, the most underrated first-person shooter of today. I got so addicted to it, I had to completely delete the game off of my system. And now, months later, Moist Critical brought it back to my YouTube homepage.
Not the broccoli.
So, after clicking on what I thought was a Battlefield 6 video, I was re-exposed and had the uncomfortable urge to play again. I don't know if I should do this. Here's how The Finals deleted my productivity. So, you might be thinking, Jay, there aren't really a ton of good new games out. What makes The Finals addicting instead of other shooters out there? Well, thank you for asking such a very specific question. The important thing to note before I get into what happened after this game got me addicted is that The Finals isn't your average shooter game. In fact, it completely breaks away from traditional game modes, point scoring, and movement. Although you've probably seen all of the movement options across other games. And there are a couple of things that are pulling a lot of weight in making this a unique experience, mainly the dynamic destruction. You see, in The Finals, every single building on every single map can be completely demolished and razed to the ground during a match, and to a much higher degree than Battlefield 6's destruction allows. And that's a lot of destruction, so you have to be able to adapt what is essentially an evolving map during the game, because the cashout station at the top of a complex building might end up at the bottom by the time the fight for it is finished. What's a cashout station? It's the difference between the way you win in The Finals versus every other shooter game. You see, you don't win a game of The Finals by getting kills. No matter how good you are at flicking, tracking, or surviving, if you don't play with your team will not win. And in fact, it's practically impossible for most people to beat two entire other teams by themselves. Did I mention it's also a 3v3v3? Yeah. So the way you win is by working with your team to cash out these cash boxes in the cash out stations. Wow, say that 3 times fast. But getting to the station is the easy part, because now you have to defend that cash out with everything you have for about 2 minutes. This might not sound like a lot, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting. If you are one of the 2 unfortunate teams that need to steal the cash out, you don't have much time to do this, which leads to tons of moments where teams clutch a score at the last second. This cocktail mix of mechanics and features is what myself and so many other people find completely addicting about the game. And it completely stole all the extra time I put aside to make YouTube videos, which is all my free time, by the way. I put a lot of effort into this channel. The Finals gives you what feels like the breath of fresh air needed after trudging through a sewer full of uncooked, half-assed games. That, mixed with the untested but likely high level of dopamine it provides, is what I believe got me so hooked. Due to the nature of the unique cash-out game mode that The Finals provides, you will get a lot of short-term dopamine hits multiple times per map and per objective. It starts with the first cash box and then moves on to starting the first of a potential 4 total cash outs, which is the highest number possible in the main game mode. But within each of those cash outs are multiple high-stakes fights between 3 different teams to secure the cash out, only ending when a team secures a total of 2 cash outs and wins the game. So for over a month, every waking second I wasn't at my day job, I was spending on The Finals, climbing the ranked ladder, which by the way is fantastic if you want teammates that play with you and don't leave every 2 minutes. Grinding. I will be honest, I don't remember much about exactly how long I was in this space or what it was like, other than I met a really cool kid from Denmark who played like an absolute champ. Shout out to whoever that guy was. I wish I had gameplay of those matches because they were actually spectacular. I guess human interaction really is what makes the good moments stick in our memories. It wasn't long after this all that I uninstalled the game. I finally acknowledged that it was killing the one thing I've been building for years, which is this channel. Yes, I've been around for a little while, and now it's been months since I said goodbye and let The Finals sit soundly in a dusty pile of pixels in my Steam library, not giving it a single thought. So why am I playing it again? Dang it. Honestly, this finals video is a long time coming and I didn't have any footage of the game to show in it, which means I needed to play again to record, which is a terrifying idea for me, so I didn't. But Moist Critical started playing it again last week, reminding me of how I haven't made this video yet, and well, what? I had to. I couldn't just play the trailers on repeat for you, that would be boring. And this honestly went about how I expected it to. One game. That's all I told myself. I started making a short about my experience with the finals, which I did use trailer footage in, but I also recorded for it. But you know, the first game kinda sucked and my teammates left a whole bunch because I was playing quick play instead of ranked, so I queued up again and had a similar experience. And you know, if I'm putting this online, it needs to be at least clips of me winning a couple of games, back to back preferably, you know, keep it real like an Instagram selfie. So I played a couple more games. Just a couple more. Thankfully, I did actually get a decent win on the 4th game or so, but this was already scaring me. The one more game mentality has never been stronger. Just like your urge to subscribe to this channel. And to be real, I knew what I was doing while playing. And I don't think that all those months ago I was really addicted. I was procrastinating, plain and simple. Back when I was playing the finals constantly, YouTube videos felt really hard for me to make, and the timeline I set for myself to release videos on felt wrong. So I do think that is honestly a testament to just how fun that game is. Fun. That's a word a lot of AAA studios have forgotten exists. Anyways, I need to go record some more footage for this game. I can stop whenever I want. It's just one match anyways. Anywho, watch this video next, and I'll see you next week.